Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? 280.
Check back 46. Quit talking about it.
Got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
46, boy, 46.
Now Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Push him back. Check. Check 4.
Check 26. Go.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Rashad Penny, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. Jones has it. And down he'll go at the 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Jones. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, able to record his 5th sack of the season. They are going for it. Goff. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Penny, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, here's Penny. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. (7-7), our score after 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On second down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing on third. Gone. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
On first down, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. Third down here. Goff now looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
76. 76.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards.
Switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check your hot read. Watch out.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Good job right there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, kill.
From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
12.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On first down, it's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Shell.
Watch the shell.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Pick the edge.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bam.
Check three. Show it.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
36.
First down, Seahawks.
Under 10. Good. Tempo. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll run with Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12. At the 16-yard line.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down. Kill.
One time.
They'll toss it to Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike, ready?
No game on this defense. No game. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
What's left?
Now it's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost. him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36 power. Alert.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
This is Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Front it. Front left.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
He's coming. We got double up. Rush in. 25, check 25, check 25.
Go.
He's checking.
Hey, zero.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA! The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Front left.
Time is the run. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go.
Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Good.
Mike 7. Watch the run.
18.
Check 37.
Check.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
What's left? Let's go.
On the run, it's Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, Mike. I got you, punk. 58 for Mike, 58.
Goff. He completes it to Jones. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll roll him out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. From the 50, it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you. I got you. Slam. Check 43. Check. Crunch.
The toss running left. This is Penny. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
14.
And the Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
19.
He's checking crap.
Go.
The handoff running left is Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Homer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. 8 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I got him.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.